Hello, I'm Samadhi Fernando. So, over the next 15 minutes, I want to look at the strategy of John Keel's or JKH. So, it is the biggest listed group of companies in Sri Lanka. It began in 1870 and today it works in seven different industries and employs around 19,000 people. So, but that is not why it is interesting. What makes John Kills interesting is that in recent years it made some very big risky bets. And in latest annual report in for the year 2025, 2026, those bets have started to pay off. So today my question is very simple. What is John Kill's strategy? How well is it going? And is it working? So if we move forward, if we talk about the company vision, mission, and goals, John Keel's vision is to build business that are leaders in the region. Look at those words very closely. It doesn't say leaders in Sri Lanka, but it says leaders in the region. This is what we call strategic intent, a big goal that bigger than what the company can do today. So it keeps pushing the company to grow. If we talk about the values of the company, there are five main values: integrity, trust, caring, excellence, and innovation. So, and its purpose is to improve the quality of the life of the country. So, these are not just nice words. As we all see, John Kill's good name for honesty and clean management is really one of its strengths. So, what is their overall direction? So, John Keels owns many steady businesses that makes cash every year: supermarket, food brands, foods, and financial services. So, it takes that cash and puts it into a few very large game-changing products. It sets strategic goals like making Colombo a hub for tourism and trade, financial goals like earning a better return once these big projects grow. Please remember only one simple idea. Today's steady business pay for tomorrow's big winners. That idea runs through this whole conversation. So if we move forward, so no strategy stands alone. So let's look at the world outside the company. First, the big picture using a tool called PESTEL. So, in PESTEL analysis, it analyzes the macro environment. So, it looks at political, economical, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. So, the main story in Sri Lanka is recovery. After the economic crisis in 2022, the country is more stable now with the help from the IMF. So, prices are rising more slowly, interest rates are lower, and the rupee is stronger. So, tourism also doing very well. In 2024, tourism earnings jumped by 52% to 30.2 billion US dollars. At the same time, people are moving to electric cars and to online app based shopping, but there are still problems. Taxes and import rules keep changing, and there is a custom dispute over electric vehicles, and there are new climate reporting rules. So the wind is helping John Kills, but the road is bit bumpy. So now let's look at the industry using Porter's five forces. Because John Keel is in many businesses, I will keep it very general. There are strong rivals in every business, but it is hard for new employees to enter because you need a lot of money, size, and licenses. Think of building a port or a big resort. So customers have some power. It's very moderate, but brand loyalty softens it. So suppliers have also moderate power, but John Keel size and partners help. So substitutes depends on the business, high in retail, very low in ports. The main point is John Kills puts its biggest bets where it is hardest for others to enter. So let's move on. Let's talk about the resources, capabilities, um, and the SWOT analysis of the John Kills. So the outside world shows the chances. The inside of the company shows if John Keels can take them. For this, we can use a resource-based view. So which of the company's strengths are valuable, hard to copy, and hard to replace, rare? We call this VRIN test. So for strengths to stand out are strong brands, cinnamon in hotels, Keels in supermarkets, Elephant House in food. These took many years to build, and a rival cannot simply buy them. The second point is money power, a strong balance sheet to fund its plans. John Keels even raised 24 billion rupees from its shareholders. So 3 and this one is easy to miss. So the third point is the head office adds real value. It gives each businesses good management, planning, and financial support that one business could not manage on its own. So the fourth point is top global partners. Adani in ports, Melco in casinos, and BYD in electric cars, and a Mask and DHL in shipping. So now we let's put the inside and outside together in a sort. So the trends are the wide range of businesses, the brands, the money, and the good management. Some of the weaknesses are the group is very complex, so they need a lot of money, which lowers profits in short term. If we talk about the opportunities, tourism, trade hub idea, electric cars, and the trend towards online shopping. So, if we talk about the threats, are changing taxes and rules, and the currency movement, and the strong regional rivals. So, let's move forward to talk about the competitive strategy of John Keels. Now let's see how each businesses competes. So there are five generic strategies: low cost, broad differentiation, focus differentiation, and best cost. So the interesting thing about a big group like John Keels, it uses different strategies in different businesses, not just one. There is no single one for the whole group. So in hotels, City of Dreams and Cinnamon uses focus differentiation, a luxury experience for high-end guests that is hard to copy. Kia supermarkets use differentiation, quality, fresh food, online shopping. So and a loyalty program. So Elephant House uses broad differentiation because they have a much loved brand that leads in drinks and ice cream. The electric cars businesses selling BYD is a best cost player. Good value with strong features, mixing low price and good quality. And if we talk about ports and shipping, they mostly aim low cost and smooth operations. So they try to win through size and efficiency. Knowing which strategy fits which business is exactly the skill that John Keels has. So let's um talk about the corporate strategy. So this is like the heart of the today's conversation or the most prominent part of today's conversation. So the plan corporate strategy talks about the plan for the whole group. So John Keels is mainly a case of unrelated diversification. That means it runs many businesses that look very different from each other. So according to this diversification, unrelated diversification, so according to the theory, it can be very risky because it is hard to gain real benefits from mixing unrelated businesses. So, how does John Keels make it work? There are two ways. Firstly, having many different businesses makes the group steadier because when one business is slow, another is doing well. So the ups and downs balance it out. Second and most important one is the head office creates value by moving money very wisely. Uh, Taking cash from steady business and putting it where it will earn the most. So this is even one direct link. Ceylon Cold Stores makes products that are sold in Kiel supermarkets. So um, if we talk about then again we can talk about the timing. Uh, we can talk about the timing. John Keels made three huge bets, and it made them during hard times, so they would be ready just as the economy recovered. So one is City of Dreams, Sri Lanka, a $1.2 billion resort, a hotel, and ultra luxury hotel, a casino run by Melco, and a shopping mall. So it fully opened in August 2025, the first resort of its kind in South Asia. So the second one is the West Container Terminal at the Colombo port, um, built with Adani. It adds a lot of shipping capacity, and it almost broke even in its very first year. Uh, so the third one is the electric vehicle business, an early move into electric vehicle with more than 3,800 cars already on order. So big moves and very carefully timed by the company. So let's talk about how they executed these strategies. So a great plan is useless if you can't carry it out. So the um, John Keels does it in four ways. First is the structure. John Keels lets each business run on its own, but under a strong head office that sets overall direction. So the second one is the people factor through its 1JKH program, and they have training programs and giving shares to employees. The company keeps its people working towards the same goals. So because right people are the key to strategy execution. So the third accept is a culture and leadership. John Kells is led by an experienced professional team. Chairman Krishan Balendran, Group CEO Gihan Kure. Its culture is built on strong values and it honors and reputation helps it gets things done and attract more partners. So the fourth aspect is the systems and controls. So it according to this accept, they use clear performance measures like balance scorecard, plus digital tools like Keels app, and it follows the new climate reporting rules. So the structure, people, culture, and leadership systems and controls. So this is like a machine that turn the plan into results. So let's move to the last part of this conversation. So, is the strategy working? So, let's look at the numbers. In the year 2025-2026, group revenue reached 529 billion rupees, up 67%. So the group EBI TDA, which is a measure of operating profit, um, rose 75% to 80 billion rupees. So, and the return on capital improved from 5.1% to 9%. If you leave out City of Dreams, which is still new and growing, the rest of the group earned a strong 17%. Profit after tax in the first half jumped from about a half billion rupees to nearly 5 billion. So, according to this, so the conclusion point is John Keels was at the bottom of a J curve. That means it spent a lot of money first, which lowered profit for a while. In 2025, 2026, the curve turned upward. So the big bets are now bringing in profit from across the group, just as a strategy planned. So, but that work is not over yet for the company. There is now is about the execution. So the growing these new businesses very carefully, keeping returns high and handling changes in taxes, rules and the currency. So it's a big thing. So in simple words, John Keel's plan has been very bold and so far it is working. And the next chapter is all about carrying it out well. Um, so that is John Keel's holdings. I hope you got an understanding about their strategy and how they have executed it. So the a company that uses today's steady profits to build tomorrow's regional leaders. Uh, so thank you so much for listening.